Hello and welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread. And today we're going to be starting off with some Ironclad. I feel like Ironclad is my most frequently starting at the beginning of the stream, because Watcher takes so long to play. Also, like Swap, we can eliminate right away. Burning Blood, just too good. 18 damage to take a rare card, 3 potions, or a random rare card. So rare card versus random rare card here. The grudge match. Choose a rare versus random rare. 18 damage is the difference between them. I guess what matters for this is what's the difference between the worst rare card and the best rare card. For Ironclad, it's a lot. Ironclad's got some really good rare cards. And some pretty middling rare cards. So we're probably taking Choose a Rare card for 18 damage. Might want to take a little bit of a conservative path with this. 18 damage is still a lot, even for Ironclad. So probably not taking the Mega Elite. Might want to target only 2 Elites and some extra fires if we can. There's no obvious route for that. There is like a couple of fires here that we can use to follow up this Elite. This looks like a little bit too conservative. 3 question marks in the shop. 2 fights, 2 question marks in the shop is pretty reasonable now. Especially if one of these question marks is a Serpent or Shrine of Gold or something. On the right there's also 2 Elites, but there's only 1 fire. Seems like fires is the priority. So I think we start this way and take the card. Alright, so Feed from Niao is obviously a high priority. Impervious is okay. Juggernaut, I think, is probably pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Juggernaut decks, but this is a Niao bonus, so pretty much just going by the book on this one, and I think Feed is by far the book favorite. Probably with Impervious a distant second. Okay. Alright, let's figure out how to feed on this guy. Good morning, Pips Mix. We ended up dying to the heart yesterday. We never found a way to really scale up sufficiently against the heart. Yeah, we didn't have like a top of the hand or a fasting or anything. We did get a lot of use out of an ancient potion in the heart fight, so we didn't get debuffed, but we still died. We don't have lethal here. 16 damage, not quite enough, so we're gonna just triple walk and take only 2. Still theoretically trying to heal on the fight. Ooh, healing and feeding? Yes, please. We are going to some extra fires, so maybe Searing Blow is appropriate. I think Disarm is probably the most obvious pick here. As much as I would love to take a... Yeah, yeah. The earlier runs we were struggling to get to the Act 1 bosses. So we end up going to 3 fires in the Act. We're kind of low on health now to be picking a Searing Blow. Also, just picking a Searing Blow is just tough. We've already got a feed, so we've got an attack, so I don't feel too bad taking Disarm. Disarm is just such a top tier card. This one is so good. It's not really particularly good in specifically the slime boss fight. This is definitely the worst boss fight for Disarm. The other 2 have like big multi-attacks, and slime boss purges the debuff, but still Disarm is just such a good card. Disarm also helps us like block people out while we're setting them up for feed. Speaking of feed, does it 8? Oh, it does 7, so we do 11 damage here, not quite enough. Drat. I guess we can double strike feed, which blocks for 7. Defend only blocks for 5. Alright, got our feed proc. Still theoretically healing for 1 in the fight if we kill him without taking any more. Yeah. Inflame, Shrug It Off, Pommel Strike are the options here. Inflame gives me a way to scale up a little bit. Shrug It Off is a really nice defensive tool. And Pommel Strike is an attack. Decent reasons to pick any of these. I think Shrug It Off is probably the best card. It's not very good against Gremlin Knob, who could be coming up soon. Hey, Guitar. Good morning. I think I'll take the Pommel Strike against Gremlin Knob. Oh, no. It's not slay the animals. It's animals are trying to slay the Spire. You misunderstood, but I appreciate you reading the title. It's probably animals on both sides. I guess animal violence is just something people are not super comfortable with, which is weird because human violence is like objectively worse than animal violence. Let's see, how far away are we from Elite? An Elite might be, like, we might not get anything good at this store. So an Elite could be the very next fight. So I think we need to take Pommel Strike in case it's Gremlin Knob, so we haven't been advantaged. Okay. Golden Idol seems like an easy pickup, especially with a feed. This is just lose 4 feed procs for a bunch of gold. Upgrade a card. Probably going to upgrade feed if we're doing that. Or we could remove a strike. I think upgrading feed is pretty appropriate. Upgrading Pommel Strike is also pretty good. Upgrading Bash is on the table. Upgrading feed gets me extra max HP, which is the, like, biggest greed approach. It also makes the feed easier to set up. Alright. Can we buy an attack? No. Can't buy Apotheosis either, can't buy a relic. Not much we can do here. Buy a Fire Breathing? Hope it's Sentries. I don't really like Fire Breathing with Feed though, because Feed is like I want to be able to control when the fight ends, and Fire Breathing is uncontrollable AoE damage. We could just buy like a Flex Pot, Shrug It Off. Can we buy Flex Pot and card remove? No. Costs 131. Off by 2. Could buy a blind. With the disarm, we're definitely trying to get some debuffs through, so blind would combo with that a little bit. Buy a block pot. I think I like Flex Pot, Shrug It Off. Sets us up well for later. I've been looking at the run history screen after my runs sometimes recently. So now when I like go to a shop, I think about what it will look like in the run history screen, which is a different way than I've been thinking about it before. And I think if I see in the run history screen, bought a Flex Pot and a Shrug It Off, I'll be like, yeah, that's like impossible to question. Whereas if I buy a blind, I'm gonna be like, really? Why did I do that? Shrug It Off, Flex Pot is just like some basic good stuff. Okay, let's fight an Elite. It is Sentries. Would have been well served by that Fire Breathing. Disarm's probably not going to be very good here. You played Monster Train or any other million decades that have come out since Slay the Spire's success? Yes, I've played many, many deck builders. I played some Monster Train on stream. I'm not as big a fan of it as some other people are. I haven't really been tracking its popularity. I know it eclipsed Slay the Spire for a moment, but it seems like people are back to Slay the Spire now. What is the one that comes to your mind, Guitar? Okay. But I do love deck builders. Delicious deck builders. We could triple defend. Yeah, Griftlands, yep. Definitely played that one. This is 18 damage, so if we flex pot, we could kill the back sentry. Blocks for 10. Take 5. We're taking 5 either way. Might as well kill one with it, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess maybe I'm supposed to drink this power pot because it could be like evolve or fire breathing. I'm actually going to go back to turn 1 to drink the power pot, sorry. Because power pot's super good in this fight. It's just an oversight not to drink it. Dark Embrace gives us a 10 card hand every turn in the second phase. Metallicize is also quite good though. Metallicize is gives us block every turn. I think blocking every turn is better than drawing cards at the end of turns. Alright, not one of the good outcomes, but still fine. Save 2 health here. Alright, we're going to take the same line here. Take 3 less damage than last time. Ooh la la. Defend is always happening. Bash only does 8 damage, whereas Double Strike does 12. They both have artifact charges, so it's probably going to be Double Strike. I don't really believe we're going to be able to kill him if we put him to 33. I'm not sure we're going to kill this guy either, but I think we'll go ahead and target him optimistically. We'll see if we can get there. Shrug it off now blocks out completely. Disarm is still mostly useless. Okay, should get him before his next cycle. But it looks like just barely if we get a strike next turn. Sweet justice. Might as well toss in the disarm. Makes Bash a little bit more active. Ooh, drawing 2 defense when he's not attacking is rough. Guess I'll Bash. Ah! Almost strike defend would have been nice. Alright, ended up bleeding a lot of health in the third shuffle there, but I guess that'll happen sometimes. Limit Break is a big card. Capital B. We don't have any starting point for our strength scaling. We skipped an Inflame earlier for Disarm. Disarm's kind of like reverse Inflame, I just realized. It's exactly the same card, except backwards. It even upgrades the same way. That's crazy. Disarm and... Disarm and Inflame are exactly the opposite. That's wild. Limit Break is a plan on winning the game now. I like that. We have Shrug It Off. If we get like a Headbutt, Limit Break's in good shape. We also have a Strength Pot right now. We go ahead and just upgrade Limit Break right now. Actually, no. We're on a path with a bunch of fires, so we should have time to upgrade it. I think we're gonna need to use one of those fires to rest, so I'll rest now just in case we are in trouble. Oh wait, no. We should rest at the end so that we can take advantage of the extra health from feed. So I guess I will upgrade the Limit Break. Or maybe like Shrug It Off gets the upgrade. Shrug It Off's pretty good. Disarm's really good. Pommel Strike's good upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade Pommel Strike. Because we're going to fight like Gremlin Knob here in a second. And Pommel Strike getting an upgrade means that we're able to spend all of our energy on attacking more reliably. Ha! Hold it. Alright. We have a Strength Pot, so we should Strength Pot Limit Break. And we have a turn 1 Disarm, the only turn 1 this is any good against Gremlin. Great. We've got 4 strength, he's got -2. What a chump. I would definitely consider upgrading Bash. The downside for upgrading Bash is that it forces you to wake up Lagavulin. Lagavulin was an option here. Strike feed is not lethal. Bash feed is also not lethal. We'll set up the Bash. Is there any world where we feed on him? If we like draw Pommel Strike next turn, we don't. Yeah, no, there's no world where we feed him. Okay, so we'll just throw the feed out. Make sure we get lethal next turn. It's the most damage. Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of max HP. Strawberry and a feed. Fire breathing is here again. Let's see, we're trying to be a limit break combo deck. We know that now. Things have changed a little bit. Sorry, that was a beep on my side, not yours. Okay, I'm gonna take a second right now just to mute my Gmail tab. Look at that. Wow. I don't ever have to apologize for that again until I forget to reload the browser. The cycle begins anew. If we take Burning Pact, we can draw into Limit Break more often, which seems to be the goal currently. I think a Burning Pact on floor 8 is a little bit aggressive, in my opinion. We also have quite a bit of card draw already. Pommel Strike, Shrug It Off. So taking more, I think, maybe is inadvisable. So maybe we just skip this. Fire Breathing is okay against Slime Boss, because in the later phases you've had a lot of slimes build up, and you also have a lot of AoE damage you need to do. I definitely don't hate Fire Breathing. It does fight with feed in the way I previously described, involuntarily ending fights. I think I don't want it right now. If I like had an evolve or something, then I would pick it, but I don't. Okay, so we just skip. See what's in the chest. An Omamori. Okay. I'm gonna need some help to remember the Omamori. I'm a frequent Omamori forgetter. Let's see. How do we block the most damage here? Disarm and defend both block, but then Pommel Strike, Strike blocks for 6. I guess Pommel Strike, Strike, defend blocks for the most. Take 3. Pommel Strike could draw feed. Okay, now we'll Shrug It Off instead of defend. Hopefully this doesn't draw feed. Okay, great. So now we're blocked out, and now we're hoping not to draw feed, because can't use it yet. Go ahead and exhaust Limit Break. There's not really any way for it to be useful in this fight. We're already blocked out. We do 18 damage, not quite enough. Shrug It Off, look for Bash. I think we are going to try and set up a feed this fight, pretty much no matter what. Pommel Strike, look for a block. Stop one. And pick 2. Aw, man. I'm willing to take 8 to gain 4. So it's net -4 health. I think I am. I'm not fighting any more elites, so we're gonna take some damage here to set up the feed. This feed's playing hard to get. Okay. Flex goes with Limit Break. Be our first strength scaling. It's really only good if you can get like a well-laid plant somehow, or like a runic pyramid, or a headbutt. We definitely want to pick a headbutt, because we already have Limit Break. I'd prefer an Inflame to a Flex. Flex does have some alternate ways to combo. If we get Flex and Orange Pellets, we can get permanent strength out of that for 0, which is nice. We don't have Orange Pellets now. The coincidence rate between Flex and Limit Break is pretty low right now. But we do have like Pommel Strike and Shrug It Off to try and line them up. It'd be better if we took the Burning Pact last floor. We're not going to any more shops. We're just going to 2 fires. I think I will take a Flex. Just I need some sort of strength scaling. Go with the Limit Break. Okay, so now we want that Limit Break upgraded. Yeah, it's low, but it's not 0, and like Limit Break is like a major component of the deck. So I don't. Yeah, I agree with you. We should be investing in it. Okay. Take 6. Maybe should have struck there. Maybe strike there increases my chance of feeding this turn. Yeah, if I'd struck there, I would have been. I'm gonna restart this fight and I'm gonna think about it more, and see if thinking about it justifies changing. So I have to be really careful not to use future information here. Okay, so bash is always happening. So in this fight, we definitely want to kill him. Killing him is first priority. Feeding on him would be nice, but doesn't need to happen. If we take 11 this turn, we do set up double strike feed as an out for next turn. We also set up things like flex pommel strike feed, I believe is lethal next turn if we strike. So flex pommel strike is 12 plus 6 is 18 from the pommel strike, and then 14 plus 7 is 21. So 18 plus 21 is actually already lethal? No, it's 39. So we'd have to do 3 more damage this turn for that to be lethal. Double strike feed is 9, 18 plus 18, so 36. So to do 6 damage this turn to hit that breakpoint. Yeah, so the only outs that get lethal next turn are either flex outs or pommel strike outs. If we want to feed on him next turn. But if we have like slightly less than a 50% chance to draw feed next turn. If we don't want to feed on him next turn, we could set him up to feed next turn and defend this turn. But yeah, I think strike here is probably correct. Slightly cheating because we knew it was strike feed next turn, but whatever. Battle Trance seems really, really good for setting up flex limit break stuff. It seems like that's the deck, so I guess let's do it. I mean, Battle Trance is good in almost all Ironclad decks, right? So I'm not crying any tears for picking it. Probably want to upgrade the Flex. Flex upgrade is pretty huge, like doubles. Battle Trance gets an extra card, Shrug It Off gets an extra block, a Bash gets an extra vulnerable, Disarm does an extra 50% of stuff, but I think the Flex needs to happen. Okay. Big Slime. We're going to Pommel Strike and then Battle Trance, is that right? And then worst case scenario, double defend. Yeah, I think it's still double defend. I don't want to take too much damage. Okay. Okay. He's been disarmed. Aha. Alright. Still trying to not take too much damage. He splits at 35, or actually 36, right? At or below 50%, so yeah, 36. So we can't split him with 2 strikes. We could split him with feed, but then we'd be giving up our feed. It's a pretty good setup if we block double strike. Hopefully we could set up a good feed next turn, or a good split next turn. We do take 11, but this isn't explicitly just to set up a good feed. This is like mostly just to set up a good split. Alright, I think we're committed to splitting this turn. We're not weak. Two little 8 health slimes should be easy enough. Shrug it off, could draw feed. Almost right, could draw feed, there's feed. Okay. Whirlwind? We have flex. We're strength scaling. We want to really be careful about adding too many cards to the deck, though, because we're trying to line up like 2 very specific cards. So, like, every card that we add that isn't like drawing multiple cards is diluting our chances of getting this together. Whirlwind is a pretty reasonable third attack, though. We've only taken a feed and a pommel strike so far. We're about to go fight a slime boss, so I think I like Whirlwind. Probably want to rest here. We're up to 96 health, so we get a lot of value out of resting. And currently we're not surviving the slime boss's attack. Although there's a decent chance we can split him, especially if we take an upgrade on Whirlwind or Bash. Or Battle Trance. Helps to line up the Flex Limit Break. It's a pretty random deck, unfortunately. Either the Flex Limit Break lines up or it doesn't. And that really defines our chance of winning the fight. The bold thing to do here is smith up Battle Trance. That maximizes our chance of getting Limit Break Flex together. So yeah, I think we're either upgrading Battle Trance or we're resting. And it's Battle Trance upgrade is only 1 card, whereas this is 28 health. I think the 28 health is can help us survive Act 2. Okay, Whirlwind does less damage per energy than Strike until it's upgraded, so play 3 strikes. Oh, we got it. Just naturally, too. We're just in the same hand. I will continue to hold the feed. We can draw 3 of these cards. They don't seem amazing. We've kind of got everything we want already. We just probably double block. So we can just draw these 3 just to throw them away, but it's a pretty good turn next turn to bash Pommel Strike. So I'll just leave them. And take 20. This is why we rest. We would have survived that, I guess, even without the rest. 21 damage is too much here. That splits him. So I think we'll try and split him next turn. This also gives us another chance to draw a Limit Break. Uh, 15 damage is just about a perfect setup. Puts him at 77, which is just one above his split point. So we'll just wait there and slime. We are wasting the vulnerable, but... Alright, Battle Trance, Limit Break, Double Strike, seems fine. We could get a better split with feed, but obviously we're hoping to eat one of the little slimes. Oof, we got Flex Limit Break again. Wow. We're strong now. Punch somebody for 30. That splits them, obviously. I think we might just be hoping for Whirlwind lethal at this point. Whirlwinding for 2 just kills both. I guess I'd rather not be frail. Let's split you. Oh wait, that doesn't split him. Not by itself at least, so let's kill you. And we could like double strike him, strike to split him. Double strike does 38 damage, would leave him at 11. Or, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Blocks out. And 11 is feedable. Okay, feed on the strongest one. Strike a different one. Block for 3, take 5. Alright, we got super lucky in this fight. Got feed and, flex and limit break to line up twice. Fiendfire is amazing. Demon Form is sort of an alternate way to set up flex limit break. Fiendfire helps thin the deck, though, so that we line up flex limit break more. Which seems really good. We also have, like, draw a bunch of cards into Fiendfire shenanigans. Fiendfire also strength scales, and we're a strength scaling deck, so Fiendfire seems like the obvious pick. Demon Form seems a little bit slow. Okay. Choker is a top-tier energy relic. I don't see any super good reason not to pick Choker here. We do have quite a bit of card draw, I guess. Battle Trance, Pommel Strike. We have a 0-cost card and Flex. But I don't think we have so much card draw that we're playing 6 cards a turn. I think we can obey the Choker limit pretty easily. Demon Form is the fun pick, that's fair. Fusion Hammer is interesting too. The only big upgrades that we need are like Whirlwind and Disarm. I guess Fiendfire's got an okay upgrade too. Philosopher's Stone, I think, has a much more significant downside than either of these two. Which is crazy, because Philosopher's Stone is like a really good one. These are just like some really top-tier energy relics. I think probably the best outcome here was like Runic Pyramid or Snecko Eye. Both of those would help us line up flex limit break turns, especially Runic Pyramid. But those aren't being offered here, so I think we take the Choker. Helps power up the Whirlwind and stuff. Alright. How do we feel about Act 2 question marks? Bites seem good. We got a bunch of max HP, we can get more. We do take some time to set up with Flex Limit Break, so Bites would help us get back to max HP. Although with strength scaling decks, sometimes getting back to max HP with Bites is extremely difficult, because you can only do it in like specifically Orbling fight, where it's like, each attack does 50 damage, but like, you can keep doing that and they'll keep coming back up. But another solution to that is just don't play Limit Break that many times. So not really a huge problem there. 3 elites on this left route, 2 fires, scratch out 1 fire, 1 end fire, which is always there, doesn't really count. Up the middle, we got 2 elites there, also 1 fire. Late shop is nice. Only like 1 question mark though, which is not very many. I guess 2 question marks. Rightmost path has a Mega Elite on it, which is a little scary. Do get some extra question marks there though. Probably skipping that question mark for a fire. Yeah, it gets 3 fires on the route. I think we'll do the right path. We're not that afraid of the Mega Elite. It is scary, though. Help, we're being robbed. Attack Pot never gives strength, so that's not helping us with our limit break pick here. I think we're just playing defend double strike. Alright, let's see what Pommel Strike's got in there. Getting Fiend Fire. Fiend Fire puts us in an awkward spot because we've got Feed in hand. So if we Fiend Fire, we're closing that route off permanently. We could get lethal on either of them, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, so this would do 49. So we kill Looter. Hard to say that's not a good thing. Then next turn's like Flex Bash Strike. What else could we do? We can't draw, so Shrug It Off doesn't have any outs. We could just like double strike Feed here, which is 24 damage, not enough to kill Mugger. Yeah, okay. Spot Weakness seems smart. We need another way to set up Limit Break, aside from Flex, and Spot Weakness is a lot more reliable than Flex. Don't need to think too hard about that. We are not going to a shop, so our money is not particularly valuable, so removing a card seems wise. Probably a strike, despite the bites potential. I wish I'd gotten these events in the opposite order. We have Own Worry, so we can just skip the Wrath and take a Relic. Trading an Omamori charge for a Relic is almost certainly correct here. Got a Molten Egg, so bites are now top tier. I think Spot Weakness, Defend, Bash is probably the line. Taking 16 and becoming frail is bad, but... Okay. I don't think we can feed on him this turn, despite our massive strength advantage. Yeah. We can only do like 38 damage. He's at 51. I guess we could Attack Pot. There's a pretty good argument for Attack Pot here, I guess, because we're taking 19 and we can only block for 6. So Attack Pot saves us 13 and proc speed. Seems smart. Carnage, I think, is going to put us in range. Okay. Inflame does not seem necessary. We've already got a Spot Weakness. I guess if we pick Inflame, then we have... currently we have a 50-50 shot to draw a Limit Break before Spot Weakness, but if we have two sort of Spot Weakness cards, one of which is a Spot Weakness and one of which is a Inflame, then we have a 66% chance to draw one before Limit Break. The math is a little bit more complicated than that because if you draw them in the same hand, that counts as working as well. And in reality, there's only 4 hands in the deck, but then if a hand already includes an Inflame or Limit Break, it's less likely to also include the Limit Break because now there's only 4 cards left in the hand. And there's also card draw to consider. The math gets really complicated really quickly. But if we have more of these type effects, then Limit Break is more likely to be active. But Inflame is also kind of bad. And it's up against Shrug It Off, which is nice. A card draw. True Grit could help clear out the deck so that we are getting more limit breaks. I would take a limit break if it was upgraded, certainly. I think we just take a Shrug It Off here. We could take an extra question mark to look for bites, but I think extra fire is probably better. I do really want bites, but not so badly that I'm gonna skip a fire into a Mega Elite. Alright. Okay. Flex Feed Fire seems fine. Kapow. Alright, everything's randomized. Bash is happening, defense is happening, strike's happening. Nothing else needs to happen. Alright, limit break costs 2 and does nothing. Seems like we probably shouldn't play it. Disarm is good, and I think defend is happening. Which means no strike. Probably want to keep the door open for feed. So I'll skip it. Pummel Strike could draw us a flex. Didn't. Thanks for the host, Guitar. Appreciate it. I've never been to your stream. Never close the door to food. Exactly. Now you're thinking of portals. I think this defend is happening. Strike Feed is not lethal. I guess Shrug It Off could draw... No, because then we don't have the energy for limit break. I was thinking it could draw a 0-cost flex, but it's not really very helpful. We're going to skip feed again. We're getting pretty close to feeding feed level. Do we Shrug It Off before Battle Trance? Shrug It Off is kind of bad. I think we just Battle Trance. Hey! There it is. And Bash should set up for feed next turn, if we get it. Strike actually closes off Pommel Strike into feed next turn. So I'll keep that open. Actually, can we Pommel Strike into feed? I don't need to. Oh, we do have to. Okay, fine. Alright, we got there. Not pretty, but works. There's Headbutt. Headbutt seems like a really obvious pick with all the limit breaky stuff. I think that's 100% in the deck. It's also upgraded. Hooray. Let's take some health before we fight our Mega Elite. You were thinking how subtle yet significant the differences between Ascension 15 and 20 are. Yeah, so like 15 is unfavorable events, and then shops, normal enemies, elites, bosses are more challenging. Yeah, I would say 16 through 19 for Ascensions are all just like fiddling with numbers a little bit. Which is kind of interesting, right? It's like, by the time somebody's gotten to Ascension 15, clearly they're in it for trying to get to 20. So 16 through 19 are all just like little numerical tweaks to make to put you closer to playing optimally, right? Like you have to play more optimally to beat Ascension 18 than Ascension 17, and 19 versus 18, and 17 versus 16, right? But I kind of prefer the upgrade they're like 11, where it's just like you get one fewer potion slots, or like Ascension 10, where you start each run cursed, or Ascension 5, where you don't heal the full after boss battles, right? Or 6, where you start the run damaged, right? I really like the ones that are like really obvious, in your face, like not little numerical tweaks, but like here's a new thing. Those are fun. Ascension 1, elites are spawn more often. And I kind of don't like Ascensions 2 through 4, where they're just like, we changed the numbers a little bit. Or 7 through 9, where they're just like, we gave them all more health. You know, it's like, Those ones are kind of just fillers. Alright, it's Strength Slavers. Pretty scary. We could flex, headbutt, pommel strike, flex. So get two flexes in turn. I guess we'd shrug it off, flex. So we'd get to pommel strike with the flex strength, but still. Kind of silly. Actually, maybe we do that. Because we get a bunch of strength and then we could, like, attack pot. If the attack pot has, like, a sword boomerang, I think we actually do that. Let's see what's in here. Probably taking uppercut. Let's see. So flex is always getting played. Let's just do that now. And I think we would just want to dig for limit break. So let's just start with, I guess I'll start with shrug it off, so that if I get limit break, the pommel strike gets the damage from it. Okay, there's limit break. So let's play that. And then uppercut feed kills, it actually kills blue slaver. He does less damage than red slaver though. So I'll just kill red slaver. Okay. Maybe I should have... You know what, actually, hold on. I'm gonna restart the fight. I think skipping feed there is correct. Not so that we can save feed for later, but so that we can headbutt the limit break and do it again next turn. Oh, right, attack bot. So then we headbutt the limit break, and then now we get more damage. Okay, 33 damage here. Not quite enough to kill either of them, but I will still take it. Shrug then battle trance I think is happening. Probably we're just gonna like bash strike somebody to death. Shrug battle trance could draw Whirlwind. Whirlwinding for 3 is lethal. Is Whirlwinding for 2 lethal if we have 12 strength? So this would get 3 extra damage and go up to 12. We go up to 11 strength? Wait, why is this doing so little? Oh, we're weak. Okay, sorry. So this starts at 8, and then... Or it starts at 5, because it's unupgraded. So it's doing 13 currently, and then we'd go up to 16. 16 with weak crosses a breakpoint for weak. So we'd lose 1 extra damage, so it would only go up by 2 damage, so it got up to 11. So we do 22 AoE damage, so it's still enough. Okay. Now we're just waiting on that feed. Cool. Not bad. Doesn't seem like we're a Juggernaut deck. Seems like True Grit is pickable, but not amazing. We do have a fire before the next elite if we want it. We could take a question mark instead. So we could use that fire to upgrade Limit Break is what I'm suggesting. Or not Limit Break, True Grit. Limit Break is already upgraded. What is the next upgrade in the deck? Probably Disarm. Whirlwind. Yeah, not great. So I think having a True Grit in there just to have a card to upgrade is pretty reasonable. I think True Grit would go right to the front of the queue. Okay. Fights? No. I'll definitely fight these guys, sure. Extra opportunity for a feed. Oh, I'm gonna... Sorry, I was supposed to shrug it off first. I just totally forgot. I always forget about the no-draw effect. Alright. Let's go ahead and disarm Pointy, because he always multi-attacks. So now we're blocked out. And I think that frees us up to attack Romeo first. Get grabbed. Flex is happening. Whirlwind does 36 AoE damage, killing these two and leaving Bear up for a feed. Feed gets top decked most of the time. Seems good. It's not quite enough damage by itself, but we have a strike here. We got him. 2 blood pods, what? Second Wind is kind of like an amped up version of True Grit. Do we need it now that we've picked True Grit? Usually I'm pretty excited about a Second Wind, but usually I have like a Feel No Pain and stuff. I'm not sure if it's worth it here. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 targets in the 23 card deck. Seems bad. I think we should run another Shrug It Off. Thanks for the follow, Hazel Coffee. Sounds nice. We're pretty close to max HP. I think we still want the upgrade from on the True Grit though. So we'll go that way. Letter Opener is nice in Act 1. It's doesn't do much damage in Act 2. So I think we just skip it for a Sapphire Key here. Yeah, it's a little fat. Especially considering that the whole point of the deck is doing limit break stuff. But like Shrug It Offs don't really count as fat, right? Like you draw cards with those. But I think that probably is the last Shrug It Off, at least for a while. Alright. Let's double shrug Battle Parrots. And Spot Weakness. And I guess Flex Strike. We're blocked out, so we can punch Mad Gremlin. Doesn't hurt us any additional. Oh, I guess it does, actually. We take 1 damage. But we're setting up to kill him next turn, hopefully. And now, factually. These cards are all kind of bad, so I don't hate just fiend firing them away. And by all bad, I mean they're not limit break, basically. Feels a little bit silly to leave Shield Gremlin alive. It feels way sillier to punch Shield Gremlin for 50. So I think I'll hit Gremlin later for 50. If we leave Shield Gremlin alive, that makes him more likely to multi-attack, which is fairly bad for us. So killing Shield Gremlin is actually quite good. We do want to disarm him for sure. Limit Break is definitely getting played. And I think we're just defending and striking. Okay, so Headbutt kills Shield Gremlin and... oh, I was thinking it put back Limit Break, but it doesn't. Okay, well if we can't do that, then we might as well like Flex Whirlwind and hit them both. Actually, okay, so we're always flexing. And then we only need to give Whirlwind 1 energy. So we can Headbutt to put the Flex back on top. And then the Strike Whirlwind. Maybe we should have put the... Well, I guess we can't put the Whirlwind on top of that. Pommel Strike will not draw cards, but we might want to use it anyway just to kill Fat Gremlin. And I think we're trying to kill Leader before we kill Wizard. Next feed is lethal. Feed's guaranteed next turn. Seems good. Eating Act 2 Elites. Uppercut Plus is kind of a busted card, but do we need it? Doesn't seem like it. Clothesline Plus is okay. Barricade, I think, is bad. I think we're skipping all these. Extra question mark could give us bites. It does! Amazing. These are going to be bite pluses, and we've still got 4 of our original 5 strikes, so we're not really too concerned about increasing the size of the deck. We don't need the 30 max HP. We're still almost at 100 after we give up 36 max HP. I guess we're at like 80, but it's still really, really good. Bites are great. Alright. So, is it time to upgrade Whirlwind? I think Disarm is probably the next one. Disarm, Spot Weakness, they're probably tier 1, and then it's like Battle Trance, Whirlwind, and then like Fiend Fire Bash, and then Shrug It Offs, and then Basics. And by Basics I mean Defends, because our strikes are now bites, and they're all upgraded. Yeah, Disarm. Okay, one more hallway fight, one more chance to feed. Should be able to get to full health in this fight. That's the goal here. Full health and get a feed trigger. Maybe convince Coconut to calm down. She says, never! We can't generate armor, but we do have Orichalcum triggering. I think I'm going to Limit Break for nothing, just so I can headbutt it back on top. We've done 20 damage, which is the big breakpoint. So now we're actually going to disarm Mystic. She's going to be alive for longer. Okay, failed to line up anything for Limit Break to do. But we can just bash Bite. That's also a little side quest. We gotta get up to full, so need to do bites. Spot Weakness is useless here, so is Shrug It Off, but I guess it draws a card. We can't Fiend Fire because it would get rid of our Bite. Or rather, our Feed. Bite and Feed are confusing to have in the same deck. Getting some word dysplasia. Let's Shrug It Off Battle Trance and see what we can draw. Double Defend blocks out. Bite gets some health. It seems okay. Really having very little luck lining up Limit Breaks here. I guess let's see, we could put Limit Break into the next hand. Next hand has probably Flex or Spot Weakness in it, so we'll do that. At the cost of 2 health and not biting anybody. Okay. Spot Weakness, Limit Break, it's happening to JPEG. But we take 15 in the process, that's a lot of bites. So, Headbutt Feed kills him. I guess we're headbutting a Shrug It Off. Okay. Alright, and now we begin the long journey of bites. We can't do both because that would kill her. Probably don't want to play limit breaks anymore. Okay. Alright, we need to block this turn, so we need to play Shrug It Off and Trigger It. We don't need Spot Weakness anymore, so we're happy to trigger that out. She's taken 30, so she can heal herself next turn. We don't need to do any more damage with Pommel Strike. Can't bite her again. Can't headbutt back a bite. After that turn. We get to double bite here. Oh wait, no, she would die. We'd be pretty close to full health. We only need 2 more bites, but we'd only get 1 if we did it now, so we'll skip it. Alright, that'll do it. Get to full health, finish her off. No need to block. Our 3rd blood potion while we're at full health. Awkward. Did you get the +6 EOT? Do you mean end of turn? Are you talking about Metallicize? I don't have Metallicize. I don't think Metallicize goes up to 6 though. Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, Metallicize Plus does. No, we don't have Metallicize. Oh, yeah, end of fight, we do the, that's true. We would have, yeah, we didn't need quite that many bites, that's true. I'm used to biting to full health as defect, who doesn't do any end of fight healing, but you're right. These all seem bad. Rupture could be good, because we have all these bite pluses, we could take cards that do damage to us, but we don't have any of those cards now, so no reason to go into that. Uppercut Plus is also good, but it's just too much stuff. Seeing Red doesn't seem like we want that. It's a little bit too much energy with Velvet Choker, so we think we skip them all. Stupid full HP blood pots. Do we have a recall here? These upgrades aren't amazing. Spot Weakness is probably the best upgrade. And then like Bash, and then Battle Trance and Whirlwind and Shrug It Off. I guess I'll upgrade a Spot Weakness. It's hard to imagine being at higher health than 2 blood pots and 88 out of 88. So I guess I'll just recall now. Hopefully we'll find something we need to upgrade in Act 3. Okay, Bronzy Boy. We should outscale this guy pretty quickly, if we can get stuff to line up. We're gonna need his artifact charges to go away at some point. Okay, he's hitting for, they're hitting for 24 total. So I'll shrug it off. I'll take 2 to do a 15 damage Whirlwind. What is he taking? He's taking either Limit Break or Fiend Fire, which is a pretty big deal. We could headbutt back a feed to try and trick him to take feed. It's kind of sneaky. Okay. Darn. He knew which card we were trying to protect. Okay, block out the damage this turn. We don't need to feed in this fight necessarily, so we could give it up for Feed and Fire. Not a huge Feed and Fire though, so I think I'm not a fan. Let's use the feed for damage. We need that Feed Fire to hit for like 100. Okay, so Bite Headbutt would kill him. That would get us a limit break. Then we'd feel obliged to play the limit break. And I guess we'd end our turn. We could headbutt him and then Fiendfire, or we could headbutt somebody else and then Fiendfire, saving the headbutt from the Fiendfire, exhausting the other cards, getting a limit break with the last energy. Not a bad idea. Okay. We take a bunch of damage, but there's no real way around that this turn, so. We also failed to do the, like, million damage I was trying to do with the Fiendfire. Here comes the big one. Probably block a good portion of it here. I'll go ahead and Battle Trance. I was hoping to find Limit Break. Great. And I'll just use the rest of the energy on Whirlwind. Failed to do a million damage with Fiendfire. Yep. We were hoping to do a million damage, but we didn't quite get it done. Headbutt can get us back our Limit Break for next turn. Probably going to need to trigger it so we survive. I guess technically we survive without it, but having more health would be nice. I guess that we aren't... I thought we were going to be able to debuff him so that Disarm would ever actually land, but it looks like that's not happening. We must have exhausted the card to Feedfire or something. Yeah, I guess Bash is going. That's our only way to do it. Okay, so Disarm is never working. Should get lethal next turn. Feed is already gone, so we're not looking for a feed. Bite for 92. Okay, Brutality, Demon Form, Impervious. I think I'm Team Impervious here. We've got some pretty good strength scaling without Demon Form, so I don't think we're desperate for that. Demon Form's also expensive and slow. Brutality would be really good if I picked that Rupture last floor. But I think I'm glad to not have both of those, rather than having one of them make the other one good. Yeah, Impervious seems like what we need. Also, hi Redbeardy, how's it going? You like Brutality? Yeah, Brutality is a good card. I do like picking it. There's a Runic Pyramid. I talked about wanting Runic Pyramid so I can line up Flex Limit Breaky stuff. I think it's still good. It also lets us do 10-card Fiendfires. Lets us line stuff up with Headbutt, lets us control shuffles. I mean, there's no way this is not a pyramid, right? But, like, let's talk about the other ones just for completeness. Mark of Pain is good if we have, like, Second Wind. We passed the Second Wind earlier. We do not have one. We passed it right after we took a True Grit, because we were like, well, that kind of does the same thing. True Grit also makes Pyramid better now that I think about it, because if we get, like, a status, we can get rid of it. Like a wound, for example. Coffee Dripper is actually pretty good, too. We have a million bites, so we don't really need... there's basically no downside to Coffee Dripper. We're pretty much resting, or upgrading at every campsite. So I think Coffee Dripper is probably better than Mark of Pain, and I think both of these are better than Skip, but Runic Pyramid is just, like, miles better. Cool. Okay. That makes Runic Pyramid sound like it's really good. We should probably pick that card. Okay. Awakened 1. We have strength scaling with no powers, so it seems good for Awakened 1. We have 500 gold, so we should probably go to a shop. There's 2 here. We do not need to go to a Mega Elite because we already got our whole Triforce. Act 3 Easy Pool is only 2 fights, but I don't see any 2-fight paths. They're all 3 fights. And also, I don't really care about the Easy Pool in Act 3. So we're probably optimizing for Elites and Fires here. And question marks, because it's Act 3. Act 3 question marks are good. This is kind of nice. Bunch of question marks, some Elites. Not many Fires, but we don't really need the Fires because of bites. So I guess we sort of end up here. And then pick if we want the Fire first or the Elite first, depending on our current situation. Hopefully we can pick the Elite first so we get extra question mark. And then we're on to Act 4. Okay. Yes, I did finally get the Speed Climber. I did it offline, so I don't have a thought of it, but it was stressing me out to not have it. There's actually still a bunch of achievements I don't have. Here, let's look at them real quick. Oh, this UI's way worse. Okay, I don't have You Are Nothing. I haven't ever beaten a boss on turn 1. I don't have Minimalist. It seems like you have to be going for Minimalist to get Minimalist, and I'd rather just beat the game than go for weird shit. I don't have Common Sense, because that's another one where it's like, why would you do that? I don't have Who Needs Relics for the same reason. And I don't have Eternal One, obviously. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I don't have the turn 1 boss skill. I was kind of surprised by that one, but I guess I haven't built an infinite that goes off on turn 1. Or that has gone off on turn 1. Yeah, that one's a little bit embarrassing. Spot Weakness, Limit Break, Whirlwind is fun. We block for 6 passively. We are going to try and end this fight at full health. And we're going to try to get a feed proc out of it. So, strap in. This could be a long one. Oh, right, Runic Pyramid. Okay, that's the first time Runic Pyramid is procced. Okay, so that was probably not the right way to play that, but I wasn't thinking about Runic Pyramid at the time. Wow, these Shrug-It-Offs are way worse now that we have Runic Pyramid. I guess we have Headbutt, so we can just like Headbutt the Limit Break and then draw it and then flex Limit Break if we want to. Is that even a good thing anymore? So we'd have to Headbutt and then Shrug and then flex Limit Break. So that's 3 of our energy. We'd only have 1 energy left. So we'd have to like bite one of these outside ones to death for that to be a good idea. I guess we just like double Shrug and then Headbutt for later. Not sure why I chose to draw random cards there rather than the Headbutt card, but I guess maybe they could have changed my line. Feed Fire is going to be a dead card in hand forever. That's a little bit unfortunate. Bash could just kill him. Okay. We could defend and take 7, or we can disarm and take 9. Actually, if we disarm, we only take 3 because of Auric Alchemy. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna have hand size problems. Let's start getting rid of defense. Palm Strike Bite would kill him. I can bite him for some health. We heal for 6 at the end. We're only missing 11 health right now, so we're almost there. We just need 2 more bites and then we can feed for lethal. That looks like 2 bites and feed for lethal. Check my math here, but this seems good. Okay. Heavy Blade seems like a good way to finish. Do we need that? The weird thing about limit break decks is you don't actually need strength scaling when you are doubling your strength. Your strength, just like anything that applies strength one time, is basically good enough. So Heavy Blade seems like a bit of overkill. Maybe Heavy Blade gives us like an earlier damage cap against the heart. But like probably only like a turn or two earlier. Like Heavy Blade would be better if it was just another headbutt. So I think I'll keep that slot open for another headbutt, because that's a common. We'll probably find one. Got some floors left. I can skip this. There's the Combust to go with the Rupture combo that we haven't picked any of the cards for. There's Orange Pellets. We have Flex in the deck. Orange Pellets has to be good, right? Oh wait, we don't have any powers. Yeah, 0 powers. Is the power here good? It's Inflame. It's pickable. Purity is pickable here because we have Runic Pyramid, and we're going to have some hand size problems. It's crazy that we're almost back to 100 after giving up like 40 health for bites. Goodbye Smoothstone and the second Impervious to double the combo. Block for 62. Yeah, I think I like Pellets in Flame. Even just purging debuffs by itself is so good, even without the flex thing. Just purging enemy debuffs. He's kind of insane. We're kind of hunting elites, but we also haven't been taking that much damage to them, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. I was thinking about Insect. It looks like we're taking 3 elites in the act. So pay off 4 times. It's pretty good. Is it as good as Purity? Yeah. The problem with Insect, with Limit Break, is the last 25% of their health is the 25% that matters the least, right? Because since we scale exponentially, right, doing 25% of their health is not as important. Sorry, I said Reaper, but I meant Limit Break, I think. Because of, yeah, anyway, I'm not sure what I said out loud versus what I intended to say, but the Preserved Insect, taking the 25% of health is we have to scale up to do 75% of their damage, right? And scaling up, and hitting them one more time for the last quarter of their health is really all Preserved Insect is doing. Icy. Is Purity plus Sentinel with Pyramid too cute? I think that is too cute, yes. Purity does make Sentinel a lot better. That's true for sure. And we do have a Whirlwind in the deck, so it's not it's not outrageous. I think just adding a Sentinel to the deck is too bad, though. Because, the original idea of the deck is, Flex Limit Break, and every card we're adding to the deck is making that worse. Wow, wait, what? You're against... How can you be against Purity but not Sentinel? Because, we don't have, a Dark Embrace, right? It's huh. I think I'm probably not picking Purity because I have the True Grit, and maybe we pick another True Grit or something, but that's kind of wild. I guess True Grit can hit Sentinel, but we don't have Corruption or anything. Sentinel is just a defend in most cases. Because after we Fiend Fire, sure, it'll exhaust Sentinel, but it also usually ends the fight, and definitely it leaves us with an empty hand. I don't have Ice Cream or anything. Alright, Orange Pellets is happening. And then I think that means Inflame is happening. And then probably card remove on a defend. Maybe a bite. Maybe a Shrug It Off? No, Shrug It Off's better than Defense. That's stupid. Yeah, I think probably a Defend. Energy Help for Limit Break payoff is a lot better than holding a Purity in hand for good exhaust targets. Yeah, I think I agree. We do have Choker, so like we have to be a little bit careful about energy stuff in general. It seems like we're buying Preserved Insect just because we don't have anything else we want to do with the money. I think we card remove Insect. Oh wait, can we afford that? That's going to be 233. Yeah, we can afford that with 1 extra. Oh my gosh. Let me just calculate that really quick. As I have been doing recently, traumatized from my past experiences with math. Kind of boo-boo. What the hell does that even mean? Maybe we get rid of Bash. Maybe Bash's time to shine is over. We do have a Disarm, though. I wish that Disarm was better. Defense are quite bad. I'll remove one of them over Bash. Bash is, I think, probably the next card to go, though, after a single Defend. Okay. Let's go. Extra question mark could give me like a Mind Bloom or something. Or Match and Keep. That works too. Oh god. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click the card. Ah! Damn it! Why do you do it? Alright, well, Omamori saved us, but Omamori is now gone. I'll take a Fiendfire Plus, sure. I do not want armaments. Here's the Fiendfire Plus. Let's see, any objection to Fiendfire Plus? Numbers aren't real. Yeah, it's really weird to have Disarm be a bad. You have an objection. Objection! Very well, the court will hear Redbeard's objection in the matter of Fiendfire versus Ironclad. Redbeard and McGee for the people. Redbeardy, state your claim. I'm running out of lawyer terminology, Redbeardy. You got to save me. That's your objection. One Fiendfire with Pyramid is already clogging a draw. That's true. But then they can just exhaust each other. Okay, but hear me out. I think that the time for feed being really important is like Act 1. I think that in Act 3, we're less focused on feeding and more focused on winning. And if we can just win at full health and be at like 100 max HP, I think we're pretty happy. So the 2 Fiendfires help us win. Because like a Fiendfire with a Runic Pyramid, or with a with Runic Pyramid is like, it clears out your hand. It also does a damage cap, like if you have any strength at all. When you say blocking for 30 a cycle, do you mean a cycle where we draw and play the entire deck? I'm not sure that's ever happening, so I'm not sure that's a useful concept. I mean, I guess theoretically we shuffle, but... Fiendfire is just such a good card. It's hard for me to pass it. It is a little bit hard to justify, because we kill people by limit break scaling. And Fiendfire is kind of just icing. Fiendfire clears up a lot of hand size. It gets rid of a lot of cards that aren't limit break combo pieces. I Thanks for the subscription, Burnface. Oh wow, nice. Oh hey, actually, I need to talk to you. Can you talk to me through Discord? I need to set up a playtest. I meant to. My plan currently is to reach out to you once I've fixed all the bugs and I'm actually ready. But since you're here now, yeah, let's set that up. I think that's probably happening today. So we will see. You were next on the list, is what I'm saying. We're considering whether to take a Feed and Fire Plus from Match and Keep right now. And I think we're gonna skip it. No, I'm gonna take it. Obviously, I could go either way on that. Dual wield, I think, is bad. There's another dual wield here. I'm assuming a dual wield is bad. It could get us a second Inflame, which gives us another proc of orange pellets. That's the primary interaction we care about. But I don't think we want that badly enough to do it. 3 Fiend Fires! Okay. This nerd. Okay. Disarm is great here. Blocks out. There's no debuffs in the fight other than our own flex debuff, so I'll just use the energy on Inflame now. Toss out a bite. See, look at how good this card is. This card is insane. If we do it now, it does 45 damage. If we Pommel Strike, we're doing 15, so that's 60, and then we do an additional 15. So it ends up doing 75. Ideally, we are not drawing the feed with the Pommel Strike. If we draw the feed, then we're sad. Okay, that's not feed. And this does 15 times... wait, this is way too much damage. 30, 60, 90 damage. How did I think that was... Okay, so we'll keep the Feed and Fire for Emergency Murder. And then we'll just try and get a more honest feed kill out of it. We'll headbutt the... Let's see. Actually, we don't want to headbutt anything. We just want to draw a feed. So let's just clear some hand room and battle trance. With 3, 6, 7 cards enhanced, battle trance is safe. Still no feed. So we'll just block out and clear some hand room. Definitely don't need 2 Fiend Fires, that's for sure. This clears hand room as well. It does 0 damage, right? Yeah. Alright. We got him. Second Headbutt seems great. I talked about wanting a second Headbutt. Well, we don't need 2 Feed Fires in the same hand. Look, if Feed Fire had the potential to save me like 20 health in that fight, if we'd been able to like assassinate him before he attacked us, it's worth it. It's good. And that was the upgraded one, so you know it's the second one too. It didn't cost us anything to have 2. We still got there. I think Headbutt is good. We're getting a little thick here, but I think it's good. Uh-oh, shapes. Alright. Let's get some strength and get rid of some card that's bad. Get rid of the Shrug It Off. Disarm that one. Whirlwind seems real dangerous in this fight. Headbutt is not doing anything particularly useful. We can just triple bite him to death. Okay. How do we win this fight without dying? I guess we just get really strong. That's probably the answer. Okay. Can we get Flex? We have Impervious too, so we can just like get really Impervious, punch both. I don't think our teeth are gonna out scale the thorns. We're gonna get spiked. You wouldn't win with Whirlwind. You're a madman, Pipsmix. They would annihilate me. Let's just play Inflame Limit Break. And do something to kill him. We could headbutt back and attack, and then Battle Trance to draw the attack, but I think I want to get the Limit Break back. So I guess I'll just Battle Trance before I headbutt. Okay. Okay. Flex is being shy this fight. That's okay, we've already got 20 strength. We don't really need you anymore. I think this is the Impervious turn. And then we can have the health to headbutt him. Get the Limit Break back. Now we get the Flex. We need to generate 11 or 13 blocks so that we can feed on him. 13 is 8 plus 5. Chomp. Delicious. Oh, we should have played the Whirlwind while we had 0 energy. 13 again is the magic number. Okay, we got through it. Winning with our teeth. These all seem absolutely terrible. So let's skip them. Can we get rid of these blood potions? like I'm just always at full health. These are not useful. But it's hard to justify getting rid of them. They're worth 20 health. I don't think Heart of Iron's gonna be worth 20 health. We don't need to upgrade now, so maybe after the elite fight we'll need to upgrade. Plus this one's got an extra question. Nemesis. Maybe I can draw a useful card? Nope. We could headbutt the Shrug It Off and then headbutt the headbutt, and then we don't have enough energy to left to feed fire. I guess fire breathing has teeth on it. I think it's mostly about the fire. We could trigger up the Fiend Fire and prove Redbeardy right once and for all. Yeah, Lockjaw Jones. That was Pixel Noise FM. Gifted a bunch of subs yesterday, I believe. Wait, didn't you also? Oh no, No Scope the Pope gifted subs yesterday also. Maybe it was No Scope the Pope that gave you one? I'm not sure. Do we ever just Fiend Fire here? Do we really need headbutts? A single bite or True Grit? We could get 28 damage. It's not very much damage. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Okay. Alright. Shrug is happening. Probably gonna True Grit that. Maybe like a dash? Okay. Taking 4. Unacceptable. Okay, there's Flex and Inflame. So we can Flex Inflame, play an attack to get a big old combo. Is Feed Fire lethal? 13 times 3, 6, 7. 13 times 7 is 70 plus 21. That's 91, not lethal. We can headbutt back the Limit Break. Oh, there is no Limit Break. We could just bite. I guess if we've got 3, 6, 8 cards, we can Battle Trance. Disarm's great. We do have to play an attack to finish off the thing. So I guess that attack is going to be a bite. Okay. Alright. Where's my Limit Break? I guess this could happen with this type of deck. We could just bite for health right now. Just cycle Spot Weakness just to get it out of hand. Did I forget about the Orichalcum? Seems like something that I have done before and will do again. We could headbutt the Flex so that when we draw a Limit Break, we have Flex to go with it. Is Metal Pot worth 7 HP? Because I only have 2 HP of damage, so it seems difficult to justify it being worth 7. Maybe we can just draw it now? We can draw it now. Well, I guess I play it now. If we headbutt the Limit Break, do we just Feed Fire for lethal? 22 times a lot. That is lethal, I'm pretty sure. It's 10 card hand, right? So it'd be 9 cards. 9 times 22 is way over 132. So we are either trolling him for a feed proc or killing him right now. Looks like trolling him for a feed proc is probably the answer. So we have an Impervious in hand. We don't have any other source of block, though. So he is hitting us for 12. I can heal for 6 of that, and then heal for 6 more. So that's probably okay. Go ahead and get that Limit Break back. And hopefully set up for a feed kill, not next turn, but next time he's vulnerable. Bite right now wastes 1 health. We could just Spot Weakness and get even stronger. Okay. Let's get this Whirlwind out of hand so we draw an extra card. Okay. Guess we're hoping Pommel Strike draws us some block. Do that for me? Hey, it did. Okay. Not like enough block exactly, but some. Alright, presumably we have lethal here. This is 80, so yeah, that's lethal. Okay. So we'll do some biting and some feeding. Not quite full health. Singing Bowl. Another blood pot. Okay. Fat Ironclad accomplished. Let's see. Metallicize, is that a pick? We literally skipped a blood pot on the last floor because our potion slots were already full of blood pots, and here's another one. deal with. Metallicize gives us an extra orange pellets proc. We are struggling to block a little bit too, so just having 3 block a turn. I guess we do drink one for 6 HP right now. Because otherwise we're just throwing one away, right? That's kind of bizarre. Metallicize is also a card in a 29 card deck that depends on a single card for its combo. So very worried about adding more non-limit break cards. Once we find the limit break, we're in good shape because we've got 2 headbutts and a runic pyramid. But I don't think this is better than 2 max HP. I almost clicked the discard button, but yeah. I don't think that's really a problem. I think we're probably upgrading the Inflame or the Spot Weakness. What is the point of any of these upgrades? Bash multiplies my damage for a little bit longer. Impervious is a slightly more useful emergency button. Shrug it off and defend basically have the same upgrade. Are we taking a strength scaling one? Or like maybe a Fiendfire upgrade? I think Impervious is probably the one. Looking for 10s quite a bit. Okay. It's a surprise shot. Okay. Lee's Waffle, just in case we need some more food. Can't buy the Flame Barrier. It's probably the best card. Can't afford a card remove. We could buy a Speed Pot. Looks like we can't do anything useful here. We've already got our... Oh. Is that something we want? Guaranteed turn 1 Inflame. That guarantees that we draw it before Flex, or at the same time as Flex. I guess it puts it before Limit Break too. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay. Bonus Elite. Okay, seems like we're in good shape. Rare relics are good. These guys do scale up pretty quickly though. We need some kind of Fiendfire to deal with them. Ooh, look at this Flex Limit Break. Or Flex Inflame. Fiendfire does 16 times 4, that is 64 damage. I think 64 damage is probably better than blocking for 9. Okay. Oh, we also purged the no-draw effect. That could be relevant at some point later. That would be fun if you got the relic at the beginning of the fight. It looks like you have it, because you've opened the little weirdly drawn sack of goo. You can do 44 AoE, that kills him. Headbutt, could get back Flex. I guess if we want to do Whirlwind, we could bite him and then Whirlwind. That does slightly more damage to him. And still kills both. Or still kills him. Kills the front one. Starts healing back up. Shrug Whirlwind also kills him, that's true. Limit Break Impervious seems like probably this turn. Use the headbutt to get back the Limit Break. Wait, do we need to get back the Limit Break? Maybe we just need to go for Feed now. Shrug it off helps draw us toward Feed. Pommel Strike does too. Yeah, we don't need more. Whatchamacallit? Limit Break, we just need to find Feed now. Okay, so we can kill him with 2 bites. Ah, we found feed. Got him. Do doll. Okay. Gives us another strength to start with. That's nice. Weak pot's way worse than blood pot. Reaper for healing? We've got so much healing, I think we're fine on that. Yeah, we're just eating everybody. We get to eat these guys a little bit of extra too, because we got a little bonus snack in the singing bowl. I don't think we want any of these. We just want more health. We have 112 health, and we gave up 40 health earlier to get bites. Think about that for a second. Could be up to almost 160. Shop is pretty useless. I think we'll fight the elite. Scary snake lady. We can bite headbutt. I guess we'll just block one of them and kill the other one. I guess we've blocked both now. Okay, we'll try to hold the headbutts for a limit break if we can. Yeah, I do like how I kind of wish the insect applied to the daggers that she summons during the fight, too. It's really weird to me that it doesn't. Seems like the plan here is to just Whirlwind and kill all the daggers. Does 36 AoE. If we spend any energy, then we'd have to do 1 damage to this dagger to kill him. We do take 20 damage if we do that. Do we have lethal right now? 14 times 3, 6, 7. No. Need to be at 14 times 21 to get there. If we inflame, can we Whirlwind? We could probably want to save the inflame to purge both weak and the flex. We do need 4 times Whirlwind. If we had 3 times Whirlwind, it would do... Oh, I guess that does 27. I don't know why I was thinking it did 24. That's true. Matthew, tricky devil. Okay, so what do we do with the other energy? Do we, like, bite Reptomancer? I guess we want to save the bite for once we've taken damage. We could headbutt something, but there's nothing we really want to headbutt. I guess spot weakness is something we could do. I kind of want to play another card so that we can draw another card. But I don't want to play the Inflame, because I want to purge weak later. So I guess it has to be limit headbutt, but then if I play headbutt, then I draw one of these cards, and I want to draw, like, feed and limit break. So I don't want to play Inflame, I don't want to play the headbutts, Whirlwind is most of the energy, I can't play the Fiend Fires, I don't want to play the Bite until after I take damage, and Pommel Strike doesn't draw me an extra cards. I guess Pommel Strike, the card draw effect doesn't matter, because I'm drawing cards either now or next turn, so I guess Pommel Strike's the only card that isn't objectionable for some other reason. Okay. Alright, time to bite her back. And I guess disarm her? Maybe I should have bashed her at the beginning. I guess I could just Fiend Fire now, draw 5. There's only 2 bites left. Fiend Fire now does 3, 6, 7 times 14 damage. That has 2 factors of 7, so it ends up doing a 49 times 2. Wait, is that too much? Yeah, she would die. Okay. So we could kill her. I guess that's useful to know. We don't really want to. Let's use the Inflame. Doesn't look like we're going to need the debuff purging. Impervious can block this turn. She's only hitting for 26. 26 plus 18 is slightly over 40, I suppose. So we have to like flex Headbutt or something. Or True Grit, I guess. True Grit gets the card out of hand. I'll play the Flex too, just to get it out of the way. Defend. Oh right, I can't be weak. Forgot about that. Wait. Oh, feed's in hand. Did I just draw feed? Yeah, I did. Okay. So how do we feed right now? Maybe I have miscalculated. Oh, Limit Break is the one that hasn't drawn. I was expecting to draw Limit Break this turn. So we would need to, like... Our max damage here is, like, Bash, Bite, Feed. Or maybe Double Headbutt is more than Bash. Yeah, we can definitely kill her with Fiendfire. We could kill her anytime with Fiendfire. The goal is to feed on her. So feed has to be the lethal damage. So Bash, Bite, Feed versus Double Headbutt, Feed. Or I guess Double Headbutt, Bite, Feed. Or Bash, Headbutt, Feed. Double Headbutt, Bite, Feed is probably... Let's see. So Headbutt does more damage than Bite, so we shouldn't consider Bite. It's either like Double Headbutt, Bite, Feed, or Bash, Headbutt, Feed. Feed does not work on the daggers. They have the minion tag, so Fatal only triggers on non-minions, which is irritating. Okay, so Double Headbutt, Bite is 36 plus 14. Which is 50 plus 18, which is 68, which is not enough. Bash is 14 plus, these will both do 27. 27 times 2 is 54. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so this is 14. 14 plus 27 plus this. 14 plus 27 is some sort of complicated math. Seems like it would be 41 if I were to guess. That's purely a guess. 41 plus another 27. Oh, these do the same amount of damage. Haha. So we can do 27 times 2. So 52 plus 14 is only 66. So we have to kill the daggers or take 50 or block for 50 or end the fight right now. Looks like we could probably just kill the daggers. So the black gooey cute slimes is a complicated interaction. It's actually inconsistent about whether things that are fatal trigger on Orblings or not. The specimen relic from Silent doesn't technically say the fatal keyword, but I would say it behaves inconsistently. Doesn't say the fatal keyword and does transfer poison when they go down. But anything that specifically says the fatal keyword does not trigger when Orblings, when any other Orbling other than the last one in the fight dies. Yeah, I think that fatal is a bad keyword because it's got lots of edge cases. But yes, I'm not arguing either. Okay, so we only have. Let's see. So can we kill both daggers? Not practically. What if we shrug it off, find Limit Break, and then we like shrug it off, Limit Break, Headbutt, Feed? There's no way that's enough damage, because it's only an additional 6 damage. So it'd be an extra 12, we would be skipping 18 damage to get it. That doesn't work. I guess Battle Trance into Limit Break could do it. So it'd be like Battle Trance into Limit Break and then like double Headbutt Feed. They would each do 18 plus 6, so they would do 24, so it's like 70-ish. It's like 72. That doesn't quite work. We could Battle Trance into Limit Break and Bite. Let's see, we have 3, 6... We have 10 cards in hand, so Battle Trance only draws 1. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we can Headbutt back some specific card that helps us kill something. Battle Trance to draw that card. And then, like, Headbutt Bite and that card to kill both daggers. Okay. And that card is probably just Whirlwind. That seems like a pretty easy way to do it. Whirlwind is currently hitting for 11 times 3 with that plan, which is 33, which is plenty. 33 plus 18 should set up for feet next turn. Okay, we figured it out. And we get some extra feeds. Nice. Or extra bites. Feed is the whole point. Bites are the bonus. Ornamental Fan. I don't think we're proccing Ornamental Fan too often. Wild Strike, Intimidate, max HP. Probably just max HP. We've had a couple of shots at Wild Strike, and I've sort of lightly considered it, but haven't said anything about it out loud. We'd need a lot more like True Grit, Second Windy type effects. We do have 2 Fiend Fires, so there's that. We don't have a Dark Embrace, or sorry, we don't have an Evolve or anything. Dark Embrace is kind of cute. It gives us an extra orange pellets proc opportunity. It lets us draw a full hand after we Fiend Fire, which makes Fiend Fire quite a bit better. So, okay, so Redbeardy, so like, you're right that Fiend Fire is usually not useful. I think what you're failing to appreciate, potentially, is that the times when Fiend Fire is useful is the times when the alternative might be dying. So like, if it looks like we're overreacting to something by picking Fiend Fire, like that's probably fine, right? We have played it once so far. All right, I guess we played 2 of them, but one of them was the old one. Just max HP. Like Dark Embrace is kind of cute, but I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, exactly. We spend a lot of time talking about feed, but feed is not actually how we like win fights. And this is actually a really big problem for me, and I think for other streamers, where it's like, because you spend so much time thinking about feed, you start thinking about the deck as a feed deck, but it's not a feed deck, it's a limit break deck, right? So like, if push comes to shove, and we need to like win a fight or die, feed is irrelevant. But we spend almost all of our time thinking about feed, because feed's like the hard part of playing the game. So we've got to be really careful that we don't over-index into feed. Like, feed has done its work. If we never trigger feed again, that's fine, we can still win. Yeah, Kunai is something that I will over-index into every time. I wish that we still had an Omamori charge, but we lost it to Match and Keep, so we're losing the that Match and Keep took away a Warped Tongs from us. Cute. Thanks, Match and Keep. But I don't think we can take the Warped Tongs here. We don't really need it, so it's not like a huge deal. But Warp Tongs is also like so good with Runic Pyramid. You just end up with an entirely upgraded hand. You're still taking Tongs. That's an interesting idea. With no shop to get rid of it and carrying it through two Act 3 bosses. Also, Pain is tremendously bad with Runic Pyramid. Like, it doesn't leave. It just stays in your hand forever. I think picking Pain here would be extremely aggressive. It's fun. We do have Duvu Doll as well, so we get an extra strength. I think that's like shockingly aggressive to me, because we can get just one upgrade now, and we get like the most important upgrade, whatever that is. It could not hurt us, or it could kill us. Even just like adding a curse to the deck is pretty bad. We don't super need upgrades either. Like, the upside of it is not that impressive. Interesting comparison to Sentinel. Yeah, I mean, both of them are definitely, like, exhaust targets, for sure. Redbeard, having 118 HP does not make us immune to dying. I think we just take an upgrade. Probably on that Inflame. Having it bottled means it gets played really consistently. Well, if we're immune to dying, then it doesn't matter what we do, right? We can just do whatever. Fight first or elite first? Does it matter? It's really hard for me to figure out why this would matter. Fight first could give us 2 extra HP and potentially some max HP. Seems like maybe we take the elite while we have max, while we're near max HP, so that we have less risk of dying. I don't think we're gonna die either way, but let's take the elite first. Nemesis again. We get Flexing Flame on turn 1. That does mean we have to play Bash with it. Or we could just, like, disarm, defend, bash, and save the little debuff purging. Yeah, so there's a difference between, like, okay, so, like, if I'm driving a car and my wife is the passenger, and this goes both ways, this is not me being misogynist. If I'm driving it and my wife's the passenger, then, like, she should be helping me navigate, right? She should be telling me which way to go. Thanks for the subscription, Rainhorse. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. We must be getting close to unlocking another tier. I haven't really been tracking that, but there's probably got some sub points now. People are tuning in, trying to get those sweet this kind of stuff. Wait, that wasn't there before. Did we just go up a tier and it, like, open up a new one for me? I'm confused. But welcome to the, I guess I should have, like, people have like a club organization that they welcome people to when they subscribe. I don't do that. When we disarm, he only hits us for 6, and we have Orichalcum, so we don't really need to do anything other than disarm to block. Which means we can just, like, Flexing Flame, disarm, bash, and do the thing. Okay. Oh, he's hitting us for... I guess I did my math wrong? Oh, he was weak already. Durr. And thank you for the subscription, Rustigrum. Vegetablebread duns? What is that? Welcome to the bread dum. All you see before you is bread. He was weak, so I did my math wrong. The breadosphere. We're looking for 14. He's hitting us for 42. Puts us at a significant deficit. Let's Pommel Strike and then Battle Trance to try and find us some answers. Okay. Trant. Well, I guess Double Defend is something. Welcome to the Adjective Bread Club. Geese for a king, I love it. I think we just Double Defend and take 10, and then we just try and bite him later. Welcome to the Vegetable. That's a solid pun. I have come to appreciate the quality of good pun. It's a chef's kiss right there. Vegetable. 18 times, presumably 9. 3, 6, 10 cards in hand. Yep, 9. 18 times 9 is probably in excess of 133. So we do have the option to kill him here. We have Feed in hand and lots of plans. We could headbutt a Shrug It Off and then have no ability to draw it. We could just bite. He's only hitting us for 12, so we can like heal most of the damage by just biting. In fact, if we triple bite, we end up with more health at the end of the turn than at the beginning because of Orichalcum. So we could like triple bite and headbutt the flex, and then try to like flex limit break next turn. The danger of not killing him this turn when we can is next turn he could be hitting for 45, and we can't kill him next turn because he's intangible. So it's a little bit scary. We have Impervious probably coming up though. Should be okay. We're only drawing 4 of these cards. Actually, we have 10 cards in hand, and we're only playing 4, so we're only drawing 3 of these cards, because we're also drawing 1 of these cards. Maybe I should headbutt back a Shrug It Off instead, in case he's doing the big attack. We could Feed Fire now and end the fight. We'd heal up to 117, or 15. Almost full health. Seems like it might not be worth the risk for 4 max HP at this point. We can heal in the next hallway fight. Unless it's like shapes, we're going to be able to get to full health in this hallway fight. So I think probably max HP is a reasonable target. Oh crap. Ornamental Fan actually screwed up our Orichalcum here. I guess that means we can defend. The Whirlwind for 0. Get it out of hand, draw 5. Okay. Pipsnix, are you implying that what I'm saying now disagrees with what I said in the past? Because I'm aware of the problems of over-indexing into feed, but I think I'm behaving responsibly here. Impervious is almost certainly happening. Let's do that. And then like Spot Weakness and True Grit so we can draw an extra card. Don't need 2 copies of Fiend Fire in hand, that's for sure. Okay. This looks like a feed proc. Limit break, headbutt feed. We got it. Probably should have been bite instead of a headbutt. Calibers. Probably a little too late to take any advantage of calibers. Sword Boomerang looks like a damage cap. We don't have any strength scaling other than just, I guess, Fiend Fire technically. I think this worked out nice because Impervious was drawn. I'm a little bit more risk averse and would have just Fiend that other turn and missed out on feed once. Yeah, I think that's totally reasonable. I think what really convinced me to do it is this. I think this next fight, like, it can be like Darklings or something where we can easily get to full health. So I think getting 4 max HP is probably a marginal improvement, but you're right, we could have missed Impervious. And that would have been bad, I think. Yeah, I think I'll take a Sword Boomerang. With the bottled Inflame Plus, like, Sword Boomerang can't whiff too hard. Yeah, we should be able to get to full health here. He, Spirit Guardian generates armor progressively over time, so... let's play Inflame before we play Pommel Strike. It's a bit of a race to kill the Exploder before he explodes. Headbutt finishes him. I guess I'd rather Battle Trance first. Hey, we can flex. And purge our debuffs. Let's take the Battle Trance back. Oh wait, did I... Why... Did I purge my debuffs already this turn? I must have. Oh well. Not a huge deal. Not ideal. Yeah, I guess we attacked with a Pommel Strike and then we played the Battle Trance. We could Whirlwind to Sudoku ourselves. We are already blocked down and at nearly max health. Fire to kill Spirit Guardian, losing feed. Seems wrong. I guess I'll bite to get to literal full health. We can punch a Spiker. Let's see if we can draw a Limit Break before we do that. Nope. Sword Boomerang could do, theoretically, 36 damage to us, so let's not do that. Yeah, let's just bite him. Well, seems like we need to emergency murder somebody. So I think we disarm the Spiker and murder the Spirit Guardian. I don't really want to take 31 damage. I don't have enough block to do anything reasonable. This is lethal, right? 3, 6, 8. 8 times 17. Yeah, certainly. Okay. Probably don't need passions, right? Oh, I thought there was a limit break in here, but there isn't. I guess Shrug It Offs are pretty good in this context. Looks like we have lethal. Okay, we did miss a feed proc there, but Fiend Fire saved us, so I didn't take any damage. Burning Pact was originally something I was pretty interested in, but I don't think it is anymore. Havoc is kind of cute. Yep, Burning Pact is way worse now that we've got Runic Pyramid. I was considering it like back here, but it does say plus. Havoc is kind of cute because we can headbutt Havoc stuff that we want to get rid of. We could use that to like draw and play a Shrug It Off or some other sort of not super important resource. We could play Bash. Playing an exhausting Bash is pretty exciting. Hard to imagine Impervious making its way to the discard pile, so that's probably not going to work for that. Seems kind of dangerous though. And it's like a card, it's the 30th card in the deck, so I think we're just going to skip it. Okay, I think Firepot's probably worse than Bloodpot. Especially considering we have 124 hit points, is 20% of our max HP is quite a bit. Guess we're smithing, because we're at full health. If we upgrade the Fiendfire, we won't be able to tell the difference between the Match and Keep Fiendfire and the Act 1 boss reward Fiendfire. That seems like a small price to pay. Burning Pact Plus is super good, no doubt. But this deck has crazy hand size issues. Wait, you just said A+ with both. You said that it doesn't degrade in value. I'm confused. You're making some kind of joke. Bash upgrade? Spot weakness? It doesn't seem like this matters very much. Maybe we pick Whirlwind and then play Whirlwind on turn 1 against these guys. Saying it doesn't get worse. I mean, I kind of agree. in the way that like you can exhaust something that's stuck in your hand with it. But also things that do nothing but card draw don't really do anything in the context of a Runic Pyramid after like turn 1 and 2. Okay, so if we imagine turn 1 Whirlwinding, we like play Inflame and then Whirlwind. It's definitely not killing cultists. I think we'll upgrade Whirlwind anyway. It's useful for Donu Deca and Spire elites. Yeah, targeted way to exhaust statuses is a good argument. Limit Break is top decked here. That's nice. Can't play Fiendfire basically in this fight at all. Do we like Limit Break, Inflame Limit Break right now? I think we wait for the flex. Bite for hand room, I guess. There's the flex. Okay. All right, and we have to play an attack. Probably like Sword Boomerang Headbutt. I kind of want to play like Headbutt and then Feed Fire, but I don't have enough energy for that. Well, he's lower health now. Okay. All right. So Limit Break needs to happen. And now we can like bite feed on these guys. They do not have the minion tag, so we do get a feed proc from doing that. And then we need to block, so I guess we'll True Grit. If we Fiendfire, we like split him, right? 42 times a million. I kind of want to get back to full health, but I don't know how likely that actually is. I guess I want to keep Fiendfire in hand so that I can insta-kill his second phase. I think that's probably the goal. So we want to block for 24. That sounds like 3 shrugs. How about 2 shrugs, a headbutt, and a limit break? Yeah, maybe we do have too much strength. Good point, because we can't bite to full health if we're killing him. And he only heals 15 a turn. We don't really have any scaling defensive plan. So I think blocking for 40 is probably not really an option. We like only have the Impervious. Yeah, probably should pick the Reaper, I guess. That's a fair point. Disarm is super nice in phase 1. So we could like disarm, bite, Fiendfire to split him. I guess we don't. I keep thinking about how to split him, but we don't want to split him. We want to save Fiendfire for after the split. Okay. And is that happening now? No, this is only like 218, which is still a ton. Okay. So we split him next turn, probably. Okay. We get 2 bites and a Fiendfire next turn. Seems okay. Many damage. Okay. Time Eater shouldn't be too bad. Wow, Limit Break, Inflin, and Flex all on floor 1, and a Headbutt. Okay. Jeez. I'm pretty happy to just float 3 energy here. I guess we could use one card to do 120 damage, so we should probably do that. It's a lot of damage. Pervious seems good here. Let's shrug it off first. Aha. This is lethal? Limit Break, Sword Boomerang, Fiendfire. Sure looks lethal. Up with 64 strength. Is just Sword Boomerang lethal? This is gross. 64 times 4 is 240 something. And then we get 2 bites as well. Yeah, these are big numbers. Okay, so let's get the bites and Sword Boomerang them. Oh! I'm gonna restart. Oh crap, I can't restart this fight. If you restart from here, do you start on this fight or the previous fight? Man, I just took like 30 damage. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna find out. I don't actually know. I never restart the second boss fight. I think you restart this one. Just wasn't paying attention to the clock. Okay. Good, you restart this one. Punished, never heard of it. Can't be punished. Alright, unfortunately now I have to remember how to play this fight exactly the same way. I seem to remember 120 being a large number. I think it was Shrug first. That's right, time travel beats Time Eater. 100% of the time. Okay, so this is the turn we killed him. We're only allowed to play 3 cards, so it's going to be Limit Break, Bite, Sword Boomerang. Unless we can get away with Bite, Sword Boomerang. That doesn't seem like enough. 80 plus 140 times 2. Oh shit, it is enough. Wait, no, it's just 140. 140 plus 80. So no, it's not enough. Okay. Single bite, and then I guess Fiendfire does more damage than Sword Boomerang, although I'm sure they're both mega lethal. Screw your clock. Okay. Let's go to Act 4. Our upgrades are not super meaningful. Like, it's hard to imagine getting 3 extra armor on Shrug It Off being better than getting 12 extra health right now. So I guess I'll take the 12 health. If you rest here, you're wasting the fight reset. Are you, like, assuming that we'd bite to full health on the Spire elites? Because that seems aggressive. Oh, I see. You mean the fight reset from the Time Lord. That is fair. Yeah, well, let's see, how much did he hit us for? He hit us for like 30, didn't he? But we would have bit some of it back. I'm resting anyway. Alright. Chemical X, we do have a Whirlwind. Toy Ornithopter. Get us some more health from the, how much are these healing for? 128 times 0.2 is 31 in Slay the Spire math, so they would heal for 36 instead. We could buy a boot. Very cheap Dark Embrace also available. Good card remove. You could buy a Searing Blow +1. Bring it into the next run. I think Chemical X does quite a bit in the Spire Elite fight. Maybe. Okay, hearing you out. Double tap. Go ahead. It is pretty good with headbutt. Are you gonna say headbutt? Because you can headbutt back the what is it called? Limit Break and the headbutt, which is pretty dope. It's my favorite double tap headbutt interaction. Is Chemex double tap Necronomicon Whirlwind the most broken combo? It's pretty broken. It's not though. The most broken combo is what is that? What's the name of that defect card? Barrage. So you need like Barrage, Snecko Eye, Necronomicon, and then you also need double tap and what's the silent card that doubles the damage next turn? That's how you get the biggest multiplier on your strength. And you need to be in Divinity, obviously. And they need to be vulnerable. I think that's all the multipliers. Although that does require a whatchamacallit, shard, prismatic shard. I guess you can have, Ice Cream Expunger. See, you guys aren't thinking big enough. If you want to have the most broken combo, you need to have lots of cards in it. Infernal Blade and Enlightenment? What? Wait. Why would I do that? Those are so bad. But yeah, Barrage is the biggest one. I think Chemical X is pretty good. I think it's probably better than, worth more health than Toy Ornithopter. Would be my guess. Let's go find out. Alright, no Limit Break Flex turn 1 here. Unless Battle Trance wills it to be. It does not. Are you memeing with Enlightenment, and then you go for Embrace? Fiend Fires? What? Oh, if you're memeing. Well, we're not memeing, so... This is serious business, Slay the Spire. They're hitting for 21 plus 12 is 33. Impervious blocks that. Removing the artifact charge is fine. Keeps a bite and a sword boomerang for when we need health and when we have strength. No, I was just surprised that you only had 2 relics there. It wasn't a meme. I would never meme in your chat, Redbeardy. Do we Fiendfire Spire Speaker? It's only like 100 damage. Is Inflame Fiendfire lethal? So it would be 3, 6, 8 cards currently. Go down to 7. 7 times 13. 7 times 13 is not as high as 126. 126 is 10 times 13. So we need to come up with a way to block for 40-ish. Maybe Shrug It Off will help. I guess somewhat. Can double defend and block for 32. And then we're taking some damage. I kind of want to save the bite for when I need health, and the sword boomerang for when I have strength. Which of those are am I more willing to flex on? Because I should play one of them. Inflame, Boomerang, Fiend may have been enough. Oh, yeah, I guess it depends on Sword Boomerang. I'm not willing to trust Sword Boomerang to hit the right target many times in a row, but you're right, that's possible. That was a solution. Pretty committed to blocking now, though. We could just play Inflame and ignore the buff purging that will happen in the future. Yeah, I think I like that. There's the Limit Break. We can turn around with Disarm. Oh wait, we don't want to do that. That both would hit an artifact charge and would hit the wrong target. We want to disarm Spear if we can. So once we turn around, he hits for 38, I believe is the total. Let me check that, because I check it every time. One of these days, I'm going to be confident enough to not check this. It is 38. We can't really block for 38. We can block for 8. Maybe we turn around with Fiendfire and kill him. Limit Break Fiendfire would be, yeah, just getting there. Is it 18 times 6? It's 3, 6, 8. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, no, because Limit Break would go away. Where are you getting 21? So many numbers. What's happening? So we go by 3 to 16, and then we have 3, 6, 8 cards, or we have 9 cards in hand. We'd be spending 2 of them. So we go 7 times 16. Oh my god, I want a bot where I can just type 7 times 16 into the chat, and then it tells me the answer. It's 112. Doesn't look lethal. Although it's not far off. Okay, if we're not getting lethal, we should start with Shrug It Off. Although, actually, we could Sword Boomerang. It's possible Sword Boomerang gets us there. What's the average damage from Sword Boomerang? It would end up being 9 times 2. So that's 18, which is only slightly higher than the 16 that Fiendfire does. Can't you just Limit Break Bite Fiendfire? Bite does less damage per card than Fiendfire. So that is not helpful. Let's try. Got a Feed. Feed does more damage per energy than Fiendfire. Slightly. I think we just disarm forward, double bite backwards, and eat a bunch of damage. Okay. Limit Break Fiendfire certainly kills Spire Spear now that it's 16 times a larger number. 16 times, is it 8 now? 3, 6, yeah, it's 10 card hand, so it'd be 16 times 8. Is that lethal? It's 128, yeah, it's lethal by 2. So not over by much. Man, why don't we generate any block? I guess we would only take 10 if we did that. We are giving up a feed, but that probably wasn't ever happening. What are these 7 cards? Are these good enough to beat him? Certainly. Okay. Alright, can we bite to full health from here? I'm gonna try. Doesn't look like we can get to full health before we have to kill him, because we just can't block for 40. Okay, well let's just kill him this turn then. Whirlwind is hitting for currently 17 times 5, which is more than enough. And we don't lose any damage from biting. It does the same damage for energy. Okay. Okay. Still going into the heart with 100 health almost, so not too bad. I guess that... Here's another shot at Burning Pact. I guess we could just drink one of these for Gambler's Brew, because we get full value out of it now. Right? How much did I calculate this was before? 128 times 0.2 is 25 health. Yeah, so we would get full value out of it. Okay. I didn't take Burning Pact from the before Act 3 card reward, but I think I would take it now, even though this one's unupgraded. The Heart, in particular, is a card where you have lots of stuff you need to exhaust, and we haven't found another, like, True Grit Plus or anything. This is more valuable than 2 health. Okay. The Heart. I think we probably want to wait until we have like a 10-card hand to Gambler's Brew. Gambler's Brew is super good. We didn't skip it to look for True Grit, but if we'd gotten a True Grit, we would have been happier with that than Burning Pact. I think we're gonna wait on Inflame. It's taking some restraint to not Gambler's Brew right now. But I would only be doing 3 cards, I think. It would be the True Grit, Defend, Bite. We definitely want to hold the Inflame to wait for purging the debuffs from next turn. Why would we grit at all? We wouldn't grit right now. I'd be Gambler's Brewing. I think we just hold all these so that we have a full hand to Gambler's Brew next turn, because we're almost certainly Gambler's Brewing next turn. Okay. Alright, I would like to not be vulnerable, please. Okay. So if we don't want to be vulnerable, we want to go... we want to go aggressively get Limit Break and Feed, or Flex. So we want to kind of get rid of as many cards as possible. Probably want to hold on to like Headbutt and Impervious and Inflame. Yeah, exactly. We're holding Inflame to get rid of this this vulnerable right here with Orange Pellets. So let's look really hard. Did get Voided. We also got Disarm. So we can just wait now that we have Disarm. God, Disarm is so good. I picked Disarm on like... Disarm was like the first card we added to the deck. It literally was our floor 1 pick. It hasn't been good the entire run. It's like only ever blocked for like 3. But it's just... You just pick it for this moment right here. This is just... Boop. Hey, Stixu. I would say our chances are extremely good. I would say we're very likely to win this run. We just have to find the limit break. If the limit break is on the bottom of the deck, we could still lose it. But I would say winning is more likely than losing at this point. So we want to draw some cards. There's kind of two ways to draw cards. Getting our hand size down to 5, I think, is the first priority. So I think we just play the bad cards. Like defend. Maybe we use Burning Pact to exhaust Slime. Do we cleanse here for Frail Cleanse? I think cleansing here is pretty reasonable, but since we're already blocked out, I think it's extremely likely we cleanse next turn, and I would love to cleanse the Flex debuff. And we can't do that if we cleanse here. But it is reasonable to cleanse here for sure. Alright, I think we should play the Burning Pact. Bite for health. Okay. Bite versus defend here for the last energy. Both of them were basically just playing to get them out of the hand. Pact the defend so you can play the slime. That's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, I've already pacted the slime here. We want the defend out of hand. Bite is going to do a lot more damage later. Although defend is going to block for 2 more later. Okay, alright, well we need to purge debuffs, and we probably need to play Impervious. So that puts us on, like, Inflame, Impervious, some attack. Okay, so I guess it's like Impervious, Inflame, Bite? Seems fine. Oh wait, we want to shoot. I see what you're saying. So we should have played Impervious to... we could have cleansed the frail last turn, so Impervious hits harder this turn. Why would we use Trance to cleanse? Oh, so that we could draw an extra card and draw Flex. Wait, why are you arguing for Impervious last? Oh, you want to use Impervious after we cleanse. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Inflame and then Battle Trance. And then if we draw Flex, we can Flex and then Bite to purge and then Impervious. It's nice that the beat damage doesn't really matter because we have so much max HP. Alright, no Flex. So then this purges debuffs, and this blocks the launch. Okay. Limit Break is bottom decking here, and we have some trouble drawing. We also skipped Spot Weakness there. I guess I'll shrug it off to block beat damage and go find Limit Break. Gosh, where is it? Maybe we Fiendfire here just to get some damage in and draw Limit Break naturally. If we lose all these cards, do we lose the run? We lose both Headbutts. We could play Headbutt and then Fiendfire to get Headbutt into the discard. We would have to Headbutt an actual card to do that. We could take True Grit back and then exhaust the burn with it. We're losing Spot Weakness. Is that a big deal? I don't think it is. We lose a Bite. We lose 2 bites, I guess. We lose the other Fiendfire. We lose a Defend. We lose the Feed. I don't think I care about any of those. I think Spot Weakness is the biggest thing that hurts. 1 hit, that's fine. Okay, well, I was more optimistic about my chances a second ago than I would be now, because we did bottom deck limit break here. 69. We can Pommel Strike to draw Flex and then Flex Limit Break, which is good. That works 66% of the time, but I guess we have Shrug It Off too. So I guess we just play all those. And do we Whirlwind now while it hits for just the 2 from Chemex, or do we wait on Whirlwind? We have 4 bonus strength right now, and we're going to start running out of damage caps. Getting him below, I guess 600 isn't a breakpoint, but... Oh wait, it is breakpoint. 600 is 3 turns of damage caps. If we assume we're damage capping from now on, we should definitely Whirlwind now. Yeah. Also, Velvet Choker proc. Gotta get those. Oh my gosh, we drew Limit Break right away. It's convenient. 4 times 15 is 60, that doesn't kill us. We might as well just drink this now. There's no reason not to. We could Shrug It Off to look for Flex, so that we get a little bit extra strength out of the Limit Break. It doesn't seem like there's a downside to doing that. Maybe we just defend here. Yeah, why attack? Yeah. Okay. Because he's not attacking this turn, so there's no point in doing stuff. Okay, so here we like Limit Break, Headbutt, draw with either Pommel Strike or Battle Trance, Limit Break again. So we end up going to 24, then 48 strength, and then getting damage cap somehow. Probably Sword Boom. That seems fine. Battle Trance versus Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike is drawing cards. Not sure if that flex was necessary, but it was fun. Looking a little sketchy here. I think we need a Battle Trance to go draw the Whirlwind. Whirlwind does 100 damage here, and that puts us within 2 damage caps. It costs a little bit of health, but we'd probably get it. Wait. Oh no! Oh, Choker. Oh my god, I forgot about Choker. Okay. That's pretty bad. He is hitting for 90. We can definitely damage cap, but we can't win. It looks like we're going to lose instead. If we Burning Pact into something really good, True Grit again. Nope. Maybe I guess Shrug It Off into True Grit? Nah, that doesn't survive. There's no way that survives. Theoretically, this would be lethal if he didn't have thingamajigs. Darn. Yeah, bottom deck Limit Break. Yeah, I guess we needed a second Limit Break, or like a way to fish it out of the deck. Does Ironclad have any way to fish Limit Break out of the deck? Maybe we just picked too many cards. We never found a way of scaling decks either. It was just that one Impervious and then bites. Headbutt doesn't search for cards in the deck. We picked a Pact, not the Pact Plus, but if it was going to help it would have helped. Drat. Yeah, the Reaper Plus would have been huge. Definitely should have picked the Reaper. What did we pick over the Reaper? I don't know how I thought skipping Reaper was a good idea. Where was it? There it was. That's madness. We didn't even pick anything over it. We just skipped it. Yeah, that's insanity. How do you skip a Reaper in a Limit Break deck? This is 100% on me. This is just you just pick the Reaper. Yep. Believed in the bites. Yeah, that's bonkers. We were trying to keep a small deck, but like skipping Reaper is way out of the zeitgeist. That's not correct. Not supposed to do that one. Sorry for asking again, but your Twitch lagged. If you link defect stats, sure, go ahead. You won't be able to post an image in the Twitch chat, but you can post it in the Discord. So yeah, I think this one definitely would have been a win if we picked Reaper on 44. Pretty insane to skip that. Otherwise, I think it went pretty well. We did the standard like Limit Break headbutt thing. I think we pivoted quite a bit when we found the Limit Break. That was kind of an interesting moment. Oh no, it was floor 6, so we did it like really early. Huh. Yeah, we got a feed from Niao, so we got a ton of health, really fat. Fat Ironclad. We ended up doing a restart against Time Eater because the clock procced at an inopportune moment. I was unprepared. Let's see what else happened this run. We got a really early disarm, which didn't pay off the entire run until the heart. Who killed us anyway? Yeah, I think just the learning here is don't skip Reaper.